We recently published an article on 5 things that women over 60 should quit doing. It got such an incredible response, so many replies, and so much feedback that I wanted to build on that and tell you some of the specific things that I'm going to stop doing in my life and some things that I'm going to start. This is Margaret Manning with 60 and Me, and I want to thank you so much for being here. Welcome, and I hope this is inspirational conversation for you. I'd love your feedback, so please put your comments in the section below, and let's have a conversation. Our show today is brought to you by International Living. International Living is a company that helps people think about retiring overseas. They have got some incredible resources, really good research papers and reports that they've done from people based on the ground living in those countries that you might be considering. So check out internationalliving.com/60andme and you can pick up a copy of their latest report. Okay, so let's go through things that women over 60 should quit doing. Now, Penelope Whiteley wrote a great article, and as I said, it got tons of feedback and responses. Everyone really could relate to these 6, and I'll just review them for you. Things that we should quit doing as a 60-year-old woman. The first one was being a people pleaser. Stop doing that. Stop living in the past. Stop putting yourself down. Stop fearing change. Stop fearing change and stop overthinking. Those were the 5 things that Penelope talked about, and they were so beautifully precise that people really could relate to it. And those are things that hold us back. Those are things that keep us tied to a present that we don't want to be in. And I started thinking as I was reading this list, there are some really specific things that I want to stop doing. And so I'm going to share with you some of my stop doing things that Margaret's got on her mind, and maybe you've got some specific things too. Okay, so here's the first thing. I am going to stop buying black. I love black. I wear it all the time, but I've got enough. I have enough black. I have enough tops, trousers, jackets. I have enough black. I am now going to start buying colors. And I just started off with this red sweater. It's a lovely color. I'm going to not even look at the black things anymore. I'm going to stop buying black as much as I can. The other thing that I'm going to stop doing is I'm going to stop nibbling. I'll nibble. I'm a nibbler. I work at my desk quite a bit during the day, so I nibble a lot, and I'm going to stop nibbling. I don't need to do that. I'm going to stop if I need to for a glass of water and a cup of tea and maybe a snack, but I'm going to stop nibbling. And I think that's going to take me a long way into keeping my healthy aging goals in focus. Another thing I'm going to do with purchasing is I'm going to stop buying baggy. I always tend to buy things that are comfortable and cozy and a bit baggy. And I thought, when I go for that shelf, a rack of clothes, I always look for the large. I thought, well, why not go down to medium? Have things fit a little bit better. I mean, I have a waist, my hips are a little bit big, and I know that I've got extra weight, but I don't need to cover everything with baggy tops and baggy clothes, even baggy trousers like joggers. Just wear things that are, a good fit and stop buying baggy. Another thing I'm going to do is stop buying and wearing concealer. I have wasted so much of my precious money on concealer. And honestly, look, here's the reality. As you get older, you get wrinkles, right? And you can't hide the wrinkles. And if you smile a lot like I do, there's just no hiding them. So put cream under your eyes. I've got some cream on today that I bought that moisturizes, hydrates your skin. And just, put your foundation around if you want to, but don't bother with concealer. So no more concealer, Margaret. Another thing, I'm going to stop buying 2 of things. I just bought like my 4th umbrella because I was in town and it started raining and I just didn't have an umbrella. So I bought another one. I have pink, blue, yellow, green. I don't need them. Just need to put an umbrella in my bag, a little one. And if it starts raining, I have it. Another thing are bags, like those tote bags. I have about 10 of those as well because every time I'm in the shops and I want to buy something, don't want to use plastic anymore, but I should have a bag just to hand. And they're not that difficult to carry, and you can tuck them in your other, in another bag and just use things. So don't buy 2 of things. If you've already got something, try to remember to take it with you so that you don't need to buy another one. And there's probably lots more examples I can think of that in that category. But what am I going to start doing? Okay, so this is the fun part of this conversation, and I hope that you get excited about this too, because this is our life. We can do what we want. And if you're a 60-year-old woman, you don't really have to answer to anyone. accept yourself. You have to be your own authentic person. And if, it's back to what Penelope was talking about. Don't be a people pleaser. Don't try to please everyone. Just do what you want. So I am going to start sparkling. I've decided that this next year and years to come are going to be sparkle years. I actually bought this. I can see the sweater's got sparkles in it. It's, just this sweet little sweater, and I love the sparkle and the color. And also I put sparkle on my eyes, just a teeny bit. And I love that sense of celebration. It doesn't really matter whether it's appropriate or not appropriate. Just sparkle, and not just sparkle on the physical side, the external, but sparkle on the inside. Come out with creative ideas. Speak what's on your mind. Say things that are a little wacky. It doesn't matter. Come up with something that's unusual, but sparkle. Have that effervescence, that kind of a glow that comes from within you. And it shines out into the world. And that's what will break down aging stereotypes. People seeing women over 60 shining, sparkling, and just enjoying their lives. So that's a good thing to consider. Start sparkling. Another thing, I was going to start relaxing more. I have been a bit of a worrier the last few years, and I'm a warrior too. I mean, I do fight back, and I do keep my emotions in control, under control sometimes. But I don't relax enough. I find myself always trying to fill in the spaces online or, with my work. And I think I just need now to take more time to relax, get back into my meditation practice every day, 10 minutes, doesn't have to be a huge thing, and just start reading, drawing, doing my jewelry making that I love to do, and, just start creating and relaxing. Another thing I want to start is more color. Now, I'm already a pretty colorful person, and I'm wearing my necklace in honor of my color passion today, because I love different colors. I wear like black, as I said earlier, on the bottoms and jackets, but I love the colors of tops and necklaces, and just, sparkle with color. Just try something new. Next time you go into a shop, just move away from the black, move towards the color, see which one draws you to it, which color you really, really love. And the other thing I'm going to start doing is start focusing on skincare. Yes, I've noticed little wrinkles are appearing everywhere. I'm 71 years old. This is to be expected. We don't stay youthful looking. We don't have that clear skin forever and ever. We have to just focus on skincare. So as much as I love makeup, and I will continue to do my makeup tutorials and play with makeup, I love, love, love it, I will also watch for skincare. Skincare is pretty important. And, I think that's a focus I'm going to take. And the other thing I'm going to start doing is start being not boring. I'm going to start being not boring. I want to start being interesting and communicative again, and start talking to people. I think you sometimes, as you get older, feel like you have nothing to share. Or you're not, you've got nothing to add to the conversation. You do. So stop being boring, start being not boring, and enjoy enjoy what that brings to you. What wonderful experiences. What else have I got here? I wanted to share with you something, because this is kind of cool. Many of you know that I worked at Microsoft for many years, 16 or 17 years, and I was working during Windows 95 launch. And if you remember, any of you back in the 95 time were getting into computers and the internet, you know that there was a start campaign. In fact, on the computers with Windows, they now have the start is the button that begins your online experience or your computer experience. But there was a poster, and it looked like this. It was a huge poster, like massive. And I had a copy of it, and I don't even know where it is now. It's somewhere in storage, but it had all these things about start. So it had start now, start wondering, start accepting, start looking, start thinking, start making. And then there's one here that says start anything you want. And there were things like start calling your mom, start meditating. There was like about 100 different start phrases. But I like that one, start anything you want. No one's judging, no one's, criticizing, no one's, holding you back. You just go ahead and start anything. And I'd love to know, after my little conversation here, on what I'm going to start doing right away. It's not a resolution, it's an intention. Go ahead and tell me what you're going to start. Maybe some couple of things you want to stop, but most importantly, what are you going to start right now in your life? Hope this has given you some ideas. I mean, start loving every moment of your life and start embracing your age. Start embracing who you are. Hope you have a fun few minutes now just thinking about this. Just jot down some notes. I'm going to start what? Leave your comments in the section below. Let's have a conversation. And I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. But just start maybe one thing today and then think about what you're going to start in the future. Thank you again so much for being here, everybody. Have a fabulous day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.